What's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite dream? What's your favorite superpower? And what's your favorite food? Well, Musashi says, in all things, have no preferences. Principle 11 of the Dokkodo. I disagree with this. I think you and I should have preferences. But first we need to discuss why Musashi thinks this way. Why he thinks preferences are bad. And to think like this, we need to think back to his time in the 1600s. In that time, the 1600s, you don't have grocery stores lying around. You can't get the foods we have now. You have to hunt for your food. Alright, you have to get what you can get. Being picky means you probably die. You can't be picky, alright? In other survival situations, like being stranded on an island, which happens all the time in plane crashes and boat crashes. If you're stranded on an island, you can't be picky with what you'll eat or you'll die. You can't worry about McDonald's. There's no McDonald's on a stranded island. If there's you can eat bugs, you can eat plants, you can eat animals. There's a bunch you can eat. Some will kill you, some won't. But you cannot be picky, because when you be picky, it will kill you, because you're going to starve to death. You won't have food. Now, there are things that do kill you, and that's where preferences do help a lot. All right? There might be poisonous plants, or plants that make you really sick. Eating one of those plants and then being really sick, you're going to develop a preference against that. One experience I had with that was with brownies and chips. I was at my friend's place one time, and his older brother suggested I try eating a chip with a brownie, combining the two and eating it. And I tried it, and I was like, it wasn't very good at all. That night I threw up. I had a stomach flu. It wasn't actually because of the brownies, but I threw up the brownies and chips, which tasted horrible. It was hell. The whole morning was terrible. I hated it. I hated every second of it. And I developed this disliking towards brownies and chips. A huge disliking towards brownies and chips because of the unpleasant experience I had throwing them up. And so I never liked brownies and chips after that. Well, that's not true. I think brownies are pretty cool, but you still shouldn't eat them. So, anyway, so having unpleasant experiences with a certain sensation can cause you to dislike the sensation. This is just like, this is actually interesting because here's another example that goes the opposite way, why we like things. Sweet foods. We eat sweet foods because they're high in calories and they give us lots of insulin and they help us survive. These things we eat because they help us survive in the wild. When we were cavemen, we'd eat these really sweet foods so we could survive longer without starving. Nowadays, we have a plethora of these things. At corner stores, we can get a Reese's bar. At like grocery stores, we can get super big cakes and we can eat tons of these. Then we become obese and we die. All right? But this takes a lot of time. Our brains have not evolved to our society right now. They are still back in the past, in the wild stages. They haven't changed yet. Our preferences can be biased. And so we need to learn to think critically about our preferences because they can be biased and they can kill us. So I don't think what Musashi says is correct. I don't think we shouldn't have any preferences at all. I think we shouldn't let our preferences blind us from the truth, from what is best. And so next time, like when your parents make you like broccoli or something you know is healthy, or there's a choice in front of you. You have the healthy option and you have the bad option. And you prefer the bad option. Do the healthy option. You know it's healthy. It's all critical thinking. You know, do the best option that's going to help you. I'll see you later. And, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Sorry for stealing.